Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Timbergold Trails Expedition series, where we're just about to try our wolf setup here by this this elk carcass we found. So we've got the collar back here. Admittedly, there's not a lot of good visibility here. I haven't heard any howls or signs of the wolves other than this here. And I don't actually know if these do act like attraction sites or not. So I don't want to spend the entire episode just sitting here possibly for nothing, so I'm going to give it maybe 10 or so minutes and see what comes in that time. If nothing does show up, we'll pack up and we'll go back to the trail and continue northwards to see what else we can find. But we'll just take a little bit of time to sit up here, set up, and just see what happens. I also do want to keep track too, because we should potentially have the Sentinel Nair wear off in this first 10 minutes as well. So we'll be able to concretely say yes or no if there's a notification that comes up to tell you it's worn off or not. So it's whether that's something you actually have to time and watch yourself, or the game does keep track and then lets you know of. Yeah, one of the bigger problems I have with trying to set up like this is I might have everything in place and it looks perfect, except we're missing wolves, and there's no way to really bring them in unless they are in the general area. It worked out pretty well last episode for those two, but it did take a while for that other male to come back in, which I think I had startled out of the area. So I'm just going to keep my ears open, try to listen for any barks that we had heard, or might hear. And as long as we just stay as we are, we should probably be alright. Thought I heard something. I don't know, I thought for a moment there was something quite a bit different I heard. But maybe not. We'll have to keep our eyes open and just, keep listening out. I don't think anything would come up from behind us, from the trail, because, us walking up there should have either sent anything running, or nothing to worry about as much. But it is kind of a case of this is, a bit isolated. Yeah, collar's right there. It really comes down to just having to be patient and sit and wait for a while. As you guys know, that's not overly one of my strong suits when I have, the timelines I have to keep within. This is, again, where it'd be a great series to stream where it's, okay, let's get a setup, we'll plunk her down, and I can chat with you guys through the chat or channels or whatever, and that would kill some time. But here it's just kind of sitting in my own space, talking to myself. I haven't even heard, the ravens come back, so I don't know. This might all be for nothing, but we will still just give it the full time to be sure. Now, I don't know if there's actually, a scent spray you can use as well for the wolves. There might be, I just didn't buy it from the store. I got the elk spray, but that's something more I want to use when I actually have an idea of, okay, there are some elk either in a certain area or up ahead, or like concrete proof I know there's something I'm trying to bring in. But yeah, I haven't heard a single bark or anything since setting this all up. Actually, I should say since we left the other place after we got those two. You know what? I feel like it might be best to pack up early and move along. I don't know if I've ever actually like seen the wolf packs really around the carcasses, or it's just like a general thing that kind of says there might be some in the area. Like, it'd be different if I could say, okay, I hear a bark. I know we can possibly be bringing one in. But as it stands, like, I've got nothing I can say is even around here. Yeah, so approaching the 7-minute mark, I think I am going to pack up a bit early. I don't have anything I can say. Seems to be bringing them in. So I'm going to take you, and we'll get back the trail, and then if I hear a howl, then I will set things up. But just like try and go off of this, or like a carcass, I can't really say definitively if there's anything even in the area. As one knows, again, I want to give you guys something to watch, more so than just listening to, again, the guy sitting in the woods on his own talking to himself. So let's head back down to the trail and continue our way northwards. If nothing else, maybe we'll hear an elk call and can try setting up for that quickly. And timing-wise, if it's going to wear off, we might get the notification sometime soon. I think I had it so that way it's around the 8-minute mark last episode, or around 8 minutes during the recording, so we'll keep our eyes to the bottom right in case anything does pop up there. I don't know if it will or not, but we'll just give it some time and see. No. Oh, there's actually ptarmigan up here. And of course, I don't have the shotgun for them. Huh, I didn't even realize that they could be around this area. I thought this was, like, generally just the wolves and the elk. I wonder if that means you could find bighorn up here, too. Didn't even realize that you could find the ptarmigans in this area. We'll just go to where the trail ends, though, and then try to figure out what we want to try doing. I feel like I might have had better luck with the wolves at the other lodge, so, I mean, I could technically fast travel there. Although, would that be better served going after elk instead next weekend? I might do that next weekend, and then we'll try to figure out what we want as, like, our final weekend for Timbergold. For the Timbergold Expedition series. Like, I'm trying to think of how we sort of done so far. Yeah, surprisingly, I wasn't expecting to encounter these guys here. So the first weekend was kind of like the bighorn, and... oh, I guess I could try focusing on the puma. So is that all... geez, this might just be ptarmigan territory. Like, look at all the tracks from them. Yeah, I think that's what I stumbled into, is this turned into ptarmigan turf. There's all kinds of them around here. So I wonder if maybe I went too far north out of the area that kind of where the distribution is for the wolves and the elk. But yeah, apparently if you guys want to go for ptarmigan on Timbergold trails, you just follow this trail north of the Eastern Lodge and you're into their territory. Yeah, sadly though, it looks like that's all there is up here. I haven't seen any kind of like elk or wolf track either. So I think I'll have to work our way down. Yeah, it looks like this just comes up to a dead end. Well, that's not exactly the turn of events I was hoping for. I was hoping the further I'd go up north, the more, like, wolves I might hear, or even, like, elk, but... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we do have a notice. It does give you a notification of, okay, it goes on and it turns off. So that's nice to know. I wasn't sure if that was how it worked. Now we have video evidence of how that operates. Okay. At least we gained something for this. I guess we also got whatever this building is. Maybe an old cabin of some kind. It sounds like there's more ravens. There might be another another elk carcass around. I gotta remember, it'd be a wolf kill or an elk carcass. Those are the ones I can interchange. It's not a wolf carcass and it's not an elk kill. Well, now hang on a minute. Is that an elk skull or is that a moose? Because that... Okay, no, that's definitely elk. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense to see. Yeah, just more ptarmigan. I mean, it's pretty neat to find a place like this. I don't think I can open the door, can I? No. You can kind of peek inside and see, but... Yes, I guess this is an old trapper's cabin. I mean, judging by... God, that looks more like a frickin' dinosaur trap than a bear trap. Like, look at the size of that thing. Like, even that one, like or maybe it's the same size. Looks like it's about the same size. A little large, I think, for traps, but then again, showing the size of what the grizzlies can be in the game, maybe that's actually proper size for it. But yeah, it's a bit of a bust. See, I don't want to go along the mountain here, because I feel like that's not really going to have what we're trying to find. So I'm going to run our way back down the trail and see if maybe anything moved or shifted around since we've come up here. I was so not planning on ptarmigan, though. That's why I have nothing for trying to go after them. I don't think the recurve's even ethical for them, so it's not, like, worth it to even try using that. But hopefully, maybe on the way down, we'll stumble across something else. But yeah, I think the schedule will be next week we'll try for the elk from the other lodge. Maybe that can even include some grizzly bear. And then the weekend after might just be whatever species hunt, and maybe try to go for the puma, but I think those are going to be a bit more difficult. We'll see, though, because I have actually had a number of them call just, like, in general areas, so... Now I have the e-collar, maybe it'll be easier trying to get some of them. But yeah, I think maybe 2 more weekends for, like, our time here on Timbergold Trails, and then we'll see about what the next expedition series should be. I still don't know if I, like, super focus on, like, the missions for things, because I do kind of like the free hunting, but more free hunting with kind of a leaning to a certain species I think works best. So it might be we'll continue that and then just figure out what reserve would be a good next one to follow up on. I don't think I'll do expedition series for every reserve in the game, just because there are some where, like, all the animals are, like, overlaps from others, like White Hart Island, Loggers Point, Settlers Creeks, Red Feather Falls. A good number of the animals all overlap on different reserves, so I think it'll be more going on to some of the more desired and more interesting reserves for more in-depth stuff, like, say, White Rime. Is it White Rime? I feel like it's like White Rime Ridge or something like that. But yeah, the Arctic map, Pickabeen Bay, Bushrangers Run, those ones are a little bit more interesting, have more unique animal variety to them. Would be good to do, like, further expedition series on. You know what, I might even just keep running until I hear a call. It's like we do have to backtrack quite a ways from, like, how far up we've gone. I think if I can avoid going through any of the foliage, like the little bit of grass and that grows into the trail here, that might help reduce the amount of noise we're making too. I mean, saying that and we're in the middle of a rainstorm, that does help as well. Maybe I'll even have to do, like, one of those fast-forward skips until we do find something. It's like, we've got nothing this episode so far, so maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll go for a while and then bring you guys back when we have, like, something actually happen. Like a call, or spotting something, or what have you. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit once something happens, or starts leading into something. Changing from rain to snow is not it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, we're back. So basically, from all the way up here, all the way down to here, it finally got an animal call in. It's just another mule deer, but I mean, I'll take it at this point, but man, it's been dead going about through here. Like, almost 10 minutes of just solid running around. And I finally got a call from something. So what I'm going to do is just see if I can call it down towards the road. I don't know if I really need the blind for this. But we'll see if we can get him and then maybe something else. Like, one nice thing about doing this expedition series is I don't feel as pressured to have to get a lot of stuff in per episode or per weekend, because I'm spending more time in general on that reserve. But man, there are still times where it's like, okay, going along. Be nice to see or hear something. A few more minutes. Be really nice to see or hear something. At least we finally got something up ahead. I don't know if we'll be able to bring it in or not. Yeah, I guess I'll use another spray of the scent eliminator just in case. No, not that. Where's the call? 6? Number 6. Oh. Actually, that's a male elk. So I'm kind of tempted to try out our elk spray and our collar combo. Okay, yeah, so got that there. Let's put that down. Get our way inside here, and then try calling them in. It might just be the one, but we'll see if we can even get it in. No, no, no. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Well, looks like that's our mule deer we heard before. Alright, I gotta switch this out. You know, let me try calling both in. I think I can get both animal, or both species coming in. And one nice thing is, because I'm not moving, it should be pretty easy to get this one in. He's not a very high-scoring mule deer, but I mean, he's another animal, which I desperately need. Actually, I need any animal this episode. So we'll see if maybe we can bring the elks in, and this guy too. I can't remember what the effective range of the scent spray is, but hopefully it'll draw that in. Yeah, see, you just keep coming on in. Yeah, so he's about, 55 to 155. Oh! It's an elk, but it's not exactly one I want. I'm looking for the male that called to the north. Maybe with the scent spray that'll help, like, just passively draw them all in. I can't remember. Does rain affect the scents at all? I don't think so. I think it helps for your, like, your movement. Your sound gets a bit muffled, so you can move a little bit more easily without being detected, but I don't think it causes anything to happen to, like, the scents you've sprayed. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, so we got him. Kind of probably more on the smaller size for, like, score, but still is nice to see him coming in. Though, coming in at the same time is a little bit of a bother. And that's just you again, eh? Yeah, that's just him. And then I think if he's going to go for the sense... Oh, I see something else way back there. Is that another doe? Cow elk. Yeah, so you kind of turn and go for the scent spray more. Yeah, I want you turning. You're getting drawn in more to me, though, and I don't like that. Come on, just go for that way. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh, but you're going to go right on that. Okay, let's get him. There we go, look at that. Oh, and we got somebody else coming down, too. I can see the shadow up there. It's another male elk. Oh, and another mule deer. God, this took an upswing. Like, as long as you know there's a specific animal call around you, I think setting up for, like, using the blind in that is going to be really, really nice. So that was my mistake with the wolves, is I kind of was hoping... Oh, don't scare off him. Oh, you scared him off. Hopefully he won't go too far, though. Shoot, no, he's gone a good distance. Maybe he'll get pulled back around, but... that's almost one of the points where it's like, okay, it might have been better to actually waste a shot to take that cow down, so that way the bull elk wouldn't have been able to get scared off, too. I almost saw something up there, but maybe not. Okay, well, I did spend about 10 minutes just, like, running about to try to get here, so I don't know if I should see about trying to get him in, or just let him be. Then I'm guessing... trying to think of if there's anything else around here, but I don't think so. Like, I haven't really seen anything else coming in aside from the doe and the cow elk, so it might be a good thing to just wrap things up here. Let's take you with us. Yeah, that sent her and the doe off. And let's collect these two. So where did you get it? Both lungs in the heart. That was actually pretty nice. And surprisingly, even 50 GM for him. So you know what? Because of how nice that shot was, even if he's not like a higher scoring, I'm going to take a little bit of pride in that. I don't know. Can I get one where it's like... Yeah, I guess we'll do that with the bow like that. Just get... no, I want... I guess, yeah, we can raise your head up, and I'm trying to get... Not you, I want me. There we go. Turn. Maybe, like, right that. There we go. That's a nice picture. Get that. Go take a look at the mule here. This guy's not really going to be worth anything, so I don't think I'll take a trophy pick of him. Still through both lungs, which is pretty good. See, that's what I kind of expect for, like, the bows that can be drop shots, is if it's through both lungs, I think it does reliably put them down. If it's only one lung, though, then I think they can run off and might have a little bit of run before they do go down. You know what, I'll even keep the rifle handy just in case we can see the other elk that was coming in. Like, I don't want to spend too much longer out in a video, but because it did take a while before I could, like, make the journey all the way down and around to here, I should maybe give it just another minute or two of content before we end this episode. But yeah, that I think is the strategy to use for, like, going for the blinds, is go until you actually have vocalization of something in the area. Then set yourself up and try to bring that in. Don't just kind of think, okay, I'll just randomly place it against or around what I think might have something, and turns out there's nothing. Like that first setup for the wolves. Nice in theory, didn't actually get us anything. Okay, so there's the doe, or the cow. Now, is the bull still coming his way back? I'm not going to make any calls. I want them to perhaps even keep working to where the scent spray was. It might have actually worn off in the time that I sprayed those. Oh, I think I know what happened. Because I accidentally used the scent spray in the stand. That might be why the elk kind of kept laser focused onto us. Is there something there? Is that just a log? Just a log. Or a fallen tree or a branch or something. That's probably why he kept coming straight in for me. Speaking of coming straight in for me, why? What, did I spray some on myself by accident, or? Oh, well, at least let her go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that bull again. Not that he was, like, impressive or that good of a score, but again, it just would have been nice to get another animal to at least say, we accomplished something else this episode. So, again, be very wary of using these scent sprays. Try to use it once, then switch it out from your loadout or your menu. Just so that way you don't accidentally give yourself another spray and kind of mess up your own setup. But it can be a very rewarding means of hunting, and I'll definitely be trying to put that more to use next weekend when we focus more properly on just the elk. So I think if I go from the other lodge, we're going to have a lot greater chances of coming across those. or come across the elk. We might have grizzly bear, but I can't really draw them in by any means, so I don't think I'll be able to get anything from that. So I may well just get to see the sign and end things off there. Other than that, though, it was a bit of a nice weekend to test some stuff out and see how it works. I will give myself a little bit of props for getting those 2 wolves down with the single shots. I wasn't sure how accurate I'd be with the bow and arrow, but I'm improving. And that's a very nice thing to see after, like, playing how much of the series. I'm still improving. And what do we got here? Elk tracks? Yeah, just elk. Is that just rocks? Yeah, just some rocks on the road there. Okay, so I'll end this episode of our Timbergold Trails expedition right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you liked the video... Oh, of course, now there's another... Oh, it sounds like it's right along the road. Should I try for it? Yeah, you know what, we'll try for it. Again, I wanted to squeeze what I could in here with how things went, so maybe this will be a good way of trying for it. Again, just sounds like it's up the road a little off the main path here. So I'll probably even just try getting him using the rifle if he pops himself out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching as always. If you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below, and I'll do the outro depending on how this goes. Either we scare him off and we don't get him, or we get him and we'll end things off there. Just because it's always right when you want to wrap the video up, everything wants to start happening. So we'll just see where this guy is, and again, probably just rifle for the sake of another animal we can say we took down this episode. I don't think I'd want to try setting up with the blind, or... I guess I could use the bow and arrow. It depends on really where he is. As it's also possible, too, that he's not even going to respond to these. Oh! Oh, actually, he's a pretty nice-looking one. Get down, get down, get down. So actually, this might very well turn out to be worth it, because, yeah, he's a pretty nice-looking mule deer, if I'm honest. What's your score? 155 to 250. Again, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, and there's something behind him, too. Oh, it's just another cow elk, I think. Oh, no, that's a male. Actually, is that another mule deer? No, I think that's an elk. Oh, you know what? He looks so nice to get with the bow and arrow here. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I was out of arrows for that stack. There we go. And I wonder, can I even get this other guy quickly? Again, it's one of those, oh, I wanted to wrap up, but, like, stuff is happening! I can't see it anymore. I don't actually know where it went. I thought it was just an elk. But... ah, yeah, let's grab him and see. Through both lungs? 193, pretty dang good. And we'll just bring that up. And, I'll turn myself so that way we can see the bow a bit more. Yeah, that was a very nice mule deer to get. And I don't know what happened to the other animal that was back on the slope there. I guess maybe just went off. I'll just take a quick look as... Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, but you know what? Just wrapping up with that mule deer there is still very nice. And again, not exactly to plant, so... Oh, Lord, is that just another... Okay, that's a cow elk, so yeah, I'm going to wrap things up before something else distracts me. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. And until I see you in the next video, survivors and hunters, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.